And in terms of Jofra Archer, are you as excited as everyone else to see what he can do with a red ball?
Yeah, I am, especially having heard his press conference yesterday. He's certainly very confident, and that's great to see in a young guy, as he should be off the back of a brilliant World Cup. And as he's made very clear, it's his preferred format, red ball. So again, very exciting to see him at the start of a journey.
Does it matter that he's only played one red ball game in 11 months and there's all this pressure on him? Are you concerned at all about that?
No. As I said, he's a very confident young guy, and things like that don't seem to faze him. I think he's proven that throughout the World Cup, coming in and dealing with being a part of that squad right at the last minute and all the pressures that held. He doesn't seem to. He doesn't want to shy away from stuff like that. So I think if anything, it'll motivate him. When he gets his chance, he'll be desperate to prove to everyone how good he says he is.
Potentially, is Jofra Archer the guy who could win you the Ashes this summer?
We'll have to wait and see. If you ask him, he'll definitely say yes. So that's what you want. Young guys coming in full of confidence and belief in their own ability, and someone that's definitely not going to shy away from any challenge. So. It's great to have characters like that in the dressing room. It feeds off the rest of the guys as well. And it's a great position for him to start in.
Again, I said yesterday, like a lot of our guys have seen Jofra or faced him, which is a plus. Obviously, it's been in white ball cricket, but I think we've actually faced him in Australia where conditions really suit fast bowling. So I think we've seen him at his fastest. Guys know what to expect. They know how skillful he is and how good he is. So like most bowlers that play Test cricket, there's going to be times where he's going to be a real threat, and we're going to have to weather that.
What have you made of all the hype around it, the expectation? Could that work in your favour?
It doesn't bother us, to be honest. We're focused on what we have to do, not the expectation around Jofra, whether he can handle that or not. I don't know. I don't think it'll worry him from what I know of him. But it's going to be exciting. It adds to the Test match. It adds to the atmosphere.
And Jack Leach would give you a left-arm spin option. Could he be the key to getting Steve Smith out? Or that's talked about as a potential weakness, isn't it?
Look, I think Steve's got to start again this week, as do everyone else. He's obviously played very well last week at Edgbaston, but I feel like we created a lot of good chances or close chances last time around, especially in the first innings when that ball was moving around, and we've got to make sure that, if anything, maybe just stick to our plans a little bit longer, trust that they're going to work, and be nice and patient.
Have you spoken to personally as captain to Moeen, and would you expect to see him again in this series or not necessarily?
Yeah, I've spent a good while chatting to Mo, making sure he understood where he's at, or where we were at in terms of getting him back to his best, and feel like going and playing some county cricket, performing well for Worcester. As he proved last summer, coming into that India series and having a massive influence on it, and there's no reason why he can't go back and do the same again, and try and force his way back into the squad. He's been a big part of English cricket. He's done some fantastic things in a Test shirt, and it's certainly not the last we'll see of him. He's a fine cricketer. He's a great man. Gives so much to this team, and I'm sure that it won't be long until you see him back involved.
We're really happy, as I've said, pre-series with the group of fast bowlers we've got at the moment. We think in all conditions, all of them can play a really important role in this series, but we've spoken to that group of bowlers about making sure that we have that core group of bowlers going forward for the next 2-3 years. They're all still quite young in age, so and in James's case in particular, he's come back off a really long layoff, a really serious operation, and we want to make sure that he's cherry ripe for the next 3 or 4 years. So I think what we've done in the past with James is got him back. We know how good he is, so we keep using him and keep bowling him, and eventually he's broken again. So we're really lucky in the fact that we've got 2 bowlers in particular on the sidelines that are world class, and we want to make sure that James is absolutely cherry ripe every time he plays. He's available for selection, but we've decided to rest him for this game and make sure that his long-term future is in really good shape. We can certainly play Josh and Peter together tomorrow. We haven't decided that yet, but obviously Mitchell is seen as more of a strike weapon, but he's been working really hard as well on his control. So there's not set combinations. We just, again, we sort of come in the morning and have a look and go with a bit of a gut feel. And I said yesterday, we're not always going to get it right, but you try and make the best possible decision that you can when you have a look at the conditions that you're faced with.
We're in English conditions. I really back ourselves to perform and to come back strong after last week. We've proven that we do that time and time again when we've been defeated, especially at home. And I'm expecting a big response from the boys. Last week will have hurt everyone, and everyone will be absolutely desperate to go and win this week. And I expect nothing less.